Hi everybody, all my friends, my beautiful friends. So glad that it is 2019. Can you believe it? We did it. We did it. I've been wanting to video a couple times since the beginning of the New Year's, but so much has been going on, so much, and I'm getting lots of downloads. I'm getting lots of new things from Spirit. This is no nonsense for sure. It's time. It's definitely time. The energy has been definitely amping up throughout the first part of this year already. The first part of this month, I guess, is what I meant to say. And my meditations are soaring, guys. I can't even describe to you. I mean, I guess I could, some things, but there's so much more connected. There's so much more. Readings are coming through quite amazing. Not just the hypnosis readings, but the soul journey readings that I do. Which, by the way, if you want information on that, what I do is basically, if you're not comfortable with a hypnosis section or session, I can do also soul journey readings, which basically is my higher self connecting to your higher self and then projecting an image and me speaking that image, and the feelings and the energies that I feel. I say those things out loud, and that is almost the exact same thing as a hypnosis session, except for I do it instead of putting you guys into hypnosis state. I do it, but doing that actually is my version or my interpretation of what I'm seeing. So some people think that's good, some people don't. But they are coming in really, really, really strong as well. I feel like my clairvoyance has definitely been singed with some of this energy coming through. New things coming into my reality. Could be a recommendation on Facebook, could be a text that I received from a friend. Doesn't matter. Little things are coming into my reality and I'm experiencing them because I feel the need to if they're coming into my reality. And by doing that, I'm opening up these really positive and really awesome things about myself. I've been having some sciatic issues and issues with my shoulders. My neck's been stiff. It's just some things that I've dealt with, but one of my dear friends was talking about different yoga flows, not poses, but the flows, and I decided to get on my Gaia app and check out some of those flows, and there was one guy that just popped up, and him and his wife were doing a Kundalini flow, and it happened to be just working through the spine, and kind of feel like I'm pain-free for the first time in quite some time. And you know, it's because you take the initiative to know that what you're doing manifests, and quite quickly now. So what have you guys been experiencing this year? Anything new? I'm not big on making New Year's resolutions. I've tried a lot of times. I feel as if the resolution itself is wanting to make yourself different, which we all want to be better people, and that's awesome and that's amazing. Hopefully that's why you're here, which congratulations, by the way, if you are here listening to this, because you have enough awareness to look for things that you feel will make you a better person. And hopefully that's the intentions that I'm putting out. You might already know all of these things, but at least the energy's there, and that makes you a pretty damn awesome person. So congratulations for being here. I don't know what I was saying before. I guess just trying new things that come into my reality and knowing that that's for a reason, and knowing that by taking one step forward into that reality that has made itself known, like for me, for instance, that yoga, and learning that that can extremely affect the whole way you view life. I mean, it's a lot better sitting here with no pain than it could be like just like me going the whole time. So be aware of what's coming into your reality and then pounce on it. Pounce what you see. You see a video recommended to you and it kind of catches your eye and you think, that one might just be for me. Pounce on it. See what it has to offer you. I've learned a lot lately that things that are recommended and things that you read and things in your awareness that come, well, they're like all these little puzzle pieces or these little downloaded pieces of information. And then all of a sudden, your higher self starts putting all of these pieces together. It just keeps kind of just fitting. And then your reality comes up with its own way because of that and that and that and that. Well, that's spirit talking to you. That's beautiful. And that is for you. That is specifically for you. And it could be also something that could be for somebody else. So maybe share it one day or share it in the comments down below and maybe you can help somebody out there see something that, you know, we hear the same messages over and over and over again, but one time one of those messages click and you're like, oh, I've had a couple of comments on some of these videos that I'm telling you guys, y'all blow my mind. Y'all blow my mind. I think y'all are amazing. So thank you and keep them coming. It makes me so happy. I don't want to try not to get into too much of everything, so maybe I can make another video soon to get into more about what's going on and how my life has changed even the first few days or a few weeks or a week and a half or whatever from this new year or this new month. And there's an eclipse coming. There's just so much going on. I did want to share with you some light language. Okay. I'm just going to kind of let it flow and set in. I think this is a work in progress, to be honest. But I'm supposed to go ahead and send it out there because this is activations. These are downloads. So these are manifestations of what we're bringing into our reality. We are really learning the concept of that this year, and I've heard other people say it's kind of like a no-nonsense year to get all this going, and they're right. They're right. And let me tell you, it's fun. It's not a no-nonsense BS kind of way or whatever kind of way, like with a jerk of a boss telling you what to do and it has to be done, blah, 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 this is how it is. It's not like that. This is you telling you how your life is and it manifesting. So that's fun. That's really fun. And it is starting. It is definitely starting. I believe it. I believe in that. I pulled some cards as well. And the energy I wanted is, even though, yes, it's past the new year already, or I don't even know, what is today? 14 days. This is 2 weeks in. Oh my goodness. Okay, so anyways, I pulled energy on this new year. And what did I get but celebration? That's your joy guides behind celebrating. Of course we want to celebrate. This is a new year. This is a new you. This is a new beginning. This is, well, you can start over anytime you want to because, you know, you can create anything you want. However, a lot of people start over at the new year, and that's amazing. That's a good thing to do. Not even that you have to start over, by the way. Keep that energy in check, because like, that's what I was saying about resolutions is if you feel you have to make a resolution, then you're trying to say that you're not good enough right now. And you're exactly where you need to be right now. Everything about who you are and where you are and what you're doing is exactly where you need to be, because you're going to learn from it. You're going to grow from it. You're going to get higher and higher and higher and higher and higher, and that's beautiful. So, you know, if you think you have extra weight, love every single piece of that weight you got, baby. Because what I'm saying is look down at it. You got extra pounds? Thank it. Love on it. Touch it. Say, thank you for protecting me. Thank you for keeping me warm. You know, you need extra weight? Thank your bones. Thank your bones for holding you up. Thank your body for being the way it is. And love yourself. Love yourself for who you are. Doesn't matter if it's your looks or anything. You are who you are. You are where you need to be right now in this moment. And the only place to go is up. It's up. You can go down if you want. Experience it. And then you'll experience what it's like to be back up. It's okay. Celebrate it. The next card I pulled is the Shadow card. And, sorry, there's a glare. I don't know if you can notice, the first thing that I think of when I think of the Shadow card is, you know, my ego is like, oh, could this be a bad card? The shadow side, the dark side. Well, I love the dark side, for one, because the dark side said you have to experience a little bit of this and you're going to experience a little bit of that, you know. The opposite side of the shadow side is the light side. But then I started thinking a little bit more. Look at this. Look at this guy giving out love, right? He's causing a shadow. And that guy, I didn't see him as menacing or mad on fire or anything. I saw that love inflamed, because maybe your shadow, just like you running around on the playground in the sun, causing your shadow to do exactly what it is you are doing. So maybe by giving love, your shadow will be doing the same thing. Maybe in the shadow world where it's really, really needed. I don't know. That's what I saw, because in actuality, we have the control over that. So maybe instead of going straight to where you think your mind should go when you get a card like this and see the shadow aspects, maybe you just say, hey, I have the real control here. And if I'm giving love, my shadow is giving love. If I'm running around having fun on the playground, so is my shadow. So that's what I see when I got this. That's how you should look at your 2019. That's how you should see the shadow side of your 2019. Have your shadow side do the same thing you do on this side. So give love. Go give love on the shadow side. But be in control and know exactly what's going on, because that's you too. And then, hot diggity dog, what did I pull next? I promise this is not planned, but guess what? New beginnings. Of course it would be when we're talking about a new year, a new us, a new spiritual awakening, a new ascension level, a new time for whatever it is we want. New beginnings. A time to start over. A time to start again. Or a time to start new things. Or a time to repeat old things if that's what we want to do. Who's to say that's not a bad thing? Take whatever new beginnings that come, celebrate it, make your shadow side do it too, and have an adventure. Have an adventure with spirit. Go on an adventure if you can. Do something you never thought you would do. Maybe there's a scavenger hunt in your neighborhood. Sign up for it. Who knows what would happen? Who knows who you would meet? Try something new. So there are the cards with the energy that I put into them and the light language. So a lot of what has been going on with me has been very, in my own meditations and in my own readings for myself, well, actually in hypnosis sessions, in all kinds of sessions, I seem to be going out a little bit further, and meeting the galactic side of people and the galactic team, and it makes me feel about disclosure. What is disclosure, and what what is it in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and 90s? What is it? It's changed over time, because I know at first a UFO was a weather balloon. That's what they had at first. They did not, if UFOs and aliens existed, you were laughed at and you were to be put in a padded cell back then. But now you see not only the government leaking information, but you see the media talking about things flying in the sky, and you see whistleblowers coming out, and then you get prestigious networks doing shows that are true events on government cover-ups of these things, and you wonder, how do they get away with that? Aren't they a part of, mixed into kind of all of those different things, those different cover-ups? And it's like disclosure is very, very slowly changing its mind on what disclosure said it was at the beginning, which, who made up disclosure? The government. So whatever they say goes. So what I'm thinking is we're slowly but surely coming up with this plan to say, oh, it is real, but if they do it slowly, then, and in a certain way that filters through our consciousness, they can say, oh, but all that stuff that we covered up, there was a reason, and remember, but it's like a slow integration of knowledge. So I don't know why this is all coming to me. I just feel that if they can lie about that, they can lie about it now, and they can lie about who's coming and that they're attacking and that they're mean. Or maybe, maybe I think I'll use my own discernment. Maybe they want us to not like a certain alien race that will be making itself known. That's why they're undisclosing slowly, because they know something's going to happen. That, by the way, is a dog right there. She's on my couch sleeping, and I have another one right there on the other couch sleeping, so I'm down here on my meditation pillow. That's okay. Anyways, sorry, I jumped from one thing to another. Disclosure, just, I don't know why that's important. Just everybody keep your own mind and discernment open, and just because the government says that it's bad doesn't mean it's bad. They're really, really good at dividing and conquering us. I happen to know that if they wouldn't throw race in the mix, we wouldn't see color. If they wouldn't throw political parties in the mix, we wouldn't see all of the things that we don't have in common. Because by having political parties, they will say, well, we believe in this and you believe in this, so therefore we should fight about it until we should all agree. Well, we're not all going to agree on things. That's just how it goes. But this is what they want you to focus on. And so all you see is what divides us, and they go back and forth on that. If we eradicated what divided us, if we didn't focus on that so much, and we focused more on what united us, could you imagine how we could rise up and become well higher than any political party, any political president, any politician ever. We would be the people, we the people of the United States of America, in order to form a more perfect union. Union? Huh. Wow. Anyways, that was just a fleeting thought, another random thing. What I really wanted to talk to you about was a soul journey reading that I received, or that, well, I guess I did receive it too, but that I gave this past week. It was profound. It was so spot on. And how I like to conduct these is, I talk with the person. I get to know the reasoning behind their wanting a hypnosis session or a soul journey reading or a tarot reading. I try to just kind of interview them a little bit, get to know them, see what their reasoning is behind it, and then ask questions. I like to get questions, the more specific you are, usually the more specific the answer. Sometimes, the higher self can surprise us and do whatever it likes, so that's not always necessarily the case. This one happened to be quite profound, though. We had quite a few questions, so I go in before and meditate before I do the soul journey reading, and I ask, dear God within, these are my intentions. I intend to get answers on these questions and be a clear conduit, and what other intentions I feel is needed for this session, depending on the interview with the client. So this one, I did all of that, and immediately I was drawn into this beautiful land. It's very Lord of the Rings-ish in the elf territory, and the sky was different colors, and everything was very beautiful, kind of earthy, kind of not at the same time. Orbs of fairies floating around. It was very, very, very beautiful. And then I realized that I'm riding a horse that's obviously the most magnificent horse I've ever seen, and I kind of pan out, and I noticed that I am this elvish looking male figure riding this horse. He kind of looks like a warrior, and I immediately know that I'm going to be receiving this information through his consciousness, so I kind of go back into riding the horse myself, and I come up across these beautiful gates. They were like the gates of heaven, and the doors opened, and this bright light behind it I couldn't see, and I realized that the point of the horse was to get me through the gates, because I could not look. I had to go like this the whole time because it hurt my eyes. So once we went through, and I realized I was in this new kind of territory, and everything was pure white. The horse had turned white, my clothes, my hair, and I was in this beautiful room, and this queen was there, and she welcomed me. She called me Lars, and she says that she's here to answer the questions that I have, and that he should ask them. And my immediate, the first thing was, well, who are you? I have it on my phone, so if you see me looking down, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to ignore everybody. I just wanted to read a little bit of it because I have it. But I ask who she is, and she says that she is a representation of the higher self of the person that I'm reading, and represents the potential of who she could be as she resides within. I get interested, and I ask, well, who am I, or who is Lars in this situation? And she says that Lars is a representation of her, or of the person I'm reading as well, in a different dimension, one who seeks ascension in his realm by using the newfound light in this reality, which I thought was really, really neat. So the person that I was reading is learning to meditate and hold in the frequency of love and light, and to be able to, you know, just have that reside in her. And what that does to change reality, obviously, is it changes the reality in other dimensions, basically, is what she was saying. And that Lars uses this light that she has here for him, for his own ascension purposes. Thought that was really cool. The Queen reminds us that our light changes many different aspects of the universe that we cannot begin to comprehend, but that we should start trying to comprehend this, because many will be attracted to this light, and that we are to learn union. There's that word again. That's obviously important. I ask the Queen if Lars is also a spiritual guide for this person that I am reading, and the Queen says that Lars is a wonderful teacher, as he is an aspect of this person with abilities that we have not opened yet in our reality. Lars can teach you these abilities, just like you are teaching him what holding the light and changing vibrations in your own reality can do. So that we work in spirals and not in a linear time frame. So yes, he is a teacher or a guide, as you are to him. So he's teaching her, and she's teaching him. He's teaching her what abilities he has that we don't open yet, and she teaches him the love and the light. I ask if Lars is experiencing the moment right now, and she says that Lars is great at multidimensionality, which is something that he can teach, as that is an aspect of her, and Lars can teach this. Lars agrees to this. Lars says that these words alone will unfold something new inside of her, and when she has these new thoughts and ideas, that is downloaded information unraveling inside of her from the other side of the veil. We call that clairsentience. So it sounded like Lars was telling her that she could possibly have a clairsentience message. And just as I was about to turn everything off, I realized that it is 222 on my phone. And there was a lot more to that reading, and a lot more that I can get into. I've almost been going for 30 minutes, so it's kind of asking a lot of you guys. If you made it this long, I'd like for you to tell me down below. Emails, I love them. Keep them coming. I have my email link down below. You want a reading, a soul journey reading, a tarot reading? Do you want hypnosis or BQH? I do it all by donation. All the information's down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I feel your energy. I feel this channel. I feel every single one of you guys. I'm very honored that you've watched. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to talk to you very, very, very soon. Please email me. Again, please let me know if there's anything you need. Love you guys. Bye.